Fields on the turn. They're off. That's Lady Prize for the early lead. Coming away second as they look for position. Fox Valley Contessa getting off third into that first turn. Goes Lauren D. with Vicky Nordland and Taker's Choice, and around the turn, the early leader, Fox Valley Contessa, on the move is Vicky Nordland, and also on the move as they go to the quarter-mile pole now. Vicky Nordland is off stride. They went off the quarter-mile pole. 29-2 on the outside. Getting that lead is Lady Prize racing in second. Fox Valley Contessa in third. Lauren D. Taker's Choice right there fourth. In fifth comes Blazing Riot on the move. Sixth to the half-mile marker on the outside goes Sugaroo. A swing round the turn, go over to the half-mile on the front end. The leader by a length and a half after a half-mile is Lady Prize. Up on the outside, Sugaroo to be second. Racing in third to the three-quarter-mile pole now on the outside of horses comes Blazing Riot. Sugaroo on the outside, down along the rail racing second to the corner. Lady Prize coming on third to the three-quarter-mile mark now. That's Blazing Riot. Moving up fourth is Taker's Choice. They swing round the turn on the front end. The leader, Sugaroo, 3/4 of a length. Blazing Riot is second. Taker's Choice is third. They went off the three-quarter-mile mark in 1:32-2. Sugaroo's under a drive. Taker's Choice is closing on the outside between horses. Blazing Riot on the outside getting the lead now. Taker's Choice still there along the rail. That's Blazing Riot, Blazing Riot. They're off. That's Lemon Drop Kid with He'll Be Magnificent for the early lead. Coming away third into the first turn. Ideal Skeeter getting off fourth as they go over to the quarter-mile. Anxious Brett, the leader, the Lemon Drop Kid, but He'll Be Magnificent moves up to challenge and get the lead. Racing third. Ideal Skeeter. Anxious Brett is fourth. Unruly Count fifth. With the Crystal Hawk sixth, they go off the quarter-mile pole, 28 4/5. Lemon Drop Kid pulls out once again to regain command. It's Lemon Drop Kid, the leader. He'll Be Magnificent racing second. In third, Ideal Skeeter. Anxious Brett fourth. Unruly Count fifth. Crystal Hawk is sixth. Metallic Luster seventh. Franny's Finesse out there eighth with Are We Having Fun? They go off the half-mile pole in 58 3/5. On the outside, Anxious Brett moving fast is up to get that lead. Racing second. Lemon Drop Kid, He'll Be Magnificent is third. On the outside, fourth. That's Unruly Count. On the front end, 3/4 of a length. The leader, Anxious Brett, coming back now is Lemon Drop Kid. He'll Be Magnificent is third. Unruly Count is fourth. Racing in fifth as they go by the three-quarter-mile pole on the rail. That's Ideal Skeeter. They turn for home. Lemon Drop Kid on the inside. Alongside is Anxious Brett. It's Anxious Brett under a heavy drive. He'll Be Magnificent second. Coming man again along the rail, Lemon Drop Kid on the outside, Ideal Skeeter. That's He'll Be Magnificent in front. They're off. That's Amy Jeannie in the middle of the track along the rail. She'll Be Charming coming away third, fourth position. Isaac's Express on the inside fourth. Clever Charm, and around the turn Isaac's Express gets that lead. Racing in second to the quarter-mile pole, Amy Jeannie. Clever Charm moves up third. Racing in fourth, She'll Be Charming. They go off the quarter, 29 seconds. The leader is Isaac's Express. Racing second to the 3/8 pole goes Amy Jeannie. In third now, She'll Be Charming. Up on the outside, the Fuzzy Wolf is fourth, followed by Luff Mask. Into the half mile, Isaac's Express stays out there by 2. Racing in second along the rail, that's Amy Jeannie, and Amy Jeannie drives from second, moves up to get that lead. It's Amy Jeannie to the top. Isaac's Express is second. Fuzzy Wolf coming on third. Racing along the rail fourth to the 3/4. She'll Be Charming on the outside, fifth to the corner. That's Luff Mask. Into the 3/4. Amy Jeannie has the lead a length. Racing in second on the rail is Isaac's Express. Fuzzy Wolf is hanging badly on the outside third. Racing in fourth to the 3/4. She'll Be Charming. Forced to go 3 wide round the turn was Luff Mask. They're in the lane. It's Amy Jeannie leading by 2.5 lengths. Isaac's Express along the rail second. Racing in third through the lane, She'll Be Charming. Amy Jeannie opens up a 4-length lead. That's Amy Jeannie in front. Isaac's Express second. Well, here are 6 more names for the Driving in the Car contest. Walter Gossack, T. Sissom, Mary Peters, Willie Witherspoon, feels off the turn. They're off. That's No Gimmicks for the early lead. Coming away second on the rail, Fox Valley Fever. Driving up on the outside, 4th position goes Model Wellwood, and Model Wellwood takes the early lead. Racing in second, No Gimmicks in third to the quarter goes Fox Valley Fever. Racing in fourth, Nancy Cannon out of second, not surprisingly. No Gimmicks to regain command. The quarter, 28 3/5. That's No Gimmicks showing the way to the 3/8. Racing in second, Model Wellwood in third as they go to the half-mile pole. Fox Valley Fever, Nancy Can is fourth. She's a Cop is fifth. Up on the outside to be sixth. Happy Rorty, followed by On Account of You seventh. They go to the backside on the front end. The leader by 2 lengths is No Gimmicks. They go off the half-mile marker, 59 3/5. No Gimmicks shows the way. Nancy Can moves up to be second along the rail, third to the corner. That's Model Wellwood coming on fourth. Happy Rorty into the 3/4. No Gimmicks, 3 parts of a length on the outside. Nancy Can racing second in third as they drive to the turn on the rail. Motto Wellwood racing in fourth. Happy Rorty in fifth round. The turn on Account of You. They turn for home. It's No Gimmicks leading. Motto Wellwood is second on the outside. Nancy Can is third. No Gimmicks is under a drive on the outside. Nancy Can racing second on Account of You is third. That's No Gimmicks in front. Moving up to be second along the rail, Fox Valley Fever. Here. Fails on the turn. They're off. Along the inside, out sharply is New Weapon, coming away American Victory with Rembrandt Aaron on the wood. They drive into that first turn, taking the early lead by a length and a half now is New Weapon. American Victory tucks second. Rembrandt Aaron is third. A gap to fourth finds Made from Scratch. Guy Smiley fifth with Poco Gus sixth. South Prospect is seventh, a quarter mile, 28 and a tick. The leader, New Weapon, 2 lengths, racing second. American Victory, 2.5. Rembrandt Aaron is third. Made from Scratch racing fourth in fifth to the half mile. That's Guy Smiley. Poco Gus is sixth, racing seventh. E.B. Namero. South Prospect is eighth, trailing the field as they go to the half-mile pole. Comes Major Rascal, the half, 58 and 2/5. Staying out there, New Weapon, a length and 3/4, racing second. American Victory in third as they go to the half-mile pole now on the rail. Rembrandt Aaron, Made from Scratch, is fourth, underway fifth as they go to the 3/4 mile pole. That's Guy Smiley, E.B. Namero out there, sixth. They swing round the turn on the front end. The leader by 2 lengths as they turn for home is New Weapon racing in second position. American Victory. Rembrandt Aaron is third. They're in the lane on the front end. Getting locked in there was Rembrandt Aaron. They go through the stretch. New Weapon leads. Racing in second on the outside is Made from Scratch. It's New Weapon, the leader. Here we go with the last 10 names for the fields on the turn. They're off. Along the inside, Fox Valley Whoopee is out fast for the early lead. JoJo Dancer flying into second. Racing on the outside, third round the turn. Goes Heavy in Oil along the rail. Illini Julia fourth. Racing in fifth to the 1/4 mile pole, that's Hope to Haven. On the front end, the leader by a length and a half is Fox Valley Whoopee. JoJo Dancer racing second, the 1/4, 29 and a 5th, racing in third as they go to the 3/8 pole. That's Illini Julia up on the outside. Hope to Haven is fourth. Racing in fifth position along the rail, Heavy in Oil. On the outside, coming on sixth, Fox Valley Colleen with Love and Lynn seventh. Need for a Change is eighth. Racing ninth as they go to the half-mile pole, the Grand Society, Gray Shadow at the end, the half a minute and 2/5. On the backside, Fox Valley Whoopee a length, Hope to Haven Racing second, JoJo Dancer is third, racing up fourth. That's Fox Valley Colleen, Illini, Julia's fifth. They go to the three-quarters. Hope to Haven now sprints out to get that lead. Fox Valley Whoopee Racing second in third. JoJo Dancer on the outside fourth after three-quarters of a mile. Fox Valley Colleen with Illini, Julia fifth. They turn for home on the front end. The leader by 2 open lengths in the stretch is Hope to Haven. Racing in second through the lane on the inside, Fox Valley Whoopee. It's Hope to Haven leading. Racing in second, Fox Valley Whoopee, Le Grand Society, Hope to Haven. Fails on the turn. They're off. Out in the middle of the track, Cody with Gamby's Big Boy for the early lead, coming away third into that first turn. Goes Hustling Bill on the outside. Cokerville is fourth. They swing round the turn on the front end, and off stride in the turn is Gamby's Big Boy. They go down to the quarter-mile mark on the front end. The leader by 2 open lengths is Cody. Racing in second position, Hustling Bill. In third is Cokerville. Trotting fourth as they go to the 3/8 comes Quig's Magic. Racing in fifth position now, that's Heather Brody in sixth. Gamby's Tar Baby Empirical is seventh. Racing in eighth to the half, Diamond Hustler Nobel is ninth. Racing in 10th as they swing into the half-mile pole comes Call Me Cooper. Then it's Gamby's Big Boy 11th, and trailing the field off stride after a half-mile, Winter Quest. The half was in 58 3/5. The leader is Cody by 2 lengths. Hustlin' Bill second by 4. Cokerville is third. Quig's Magic fourth. Gamby's Tar Baby Racing fifth. Into the three-quarters, staying out there, Cody by 4 lengths. Hustlin' Bill under urging with Cokerville. Gamby's Tar Baby comes on fourth. Racing in fifth, that's Empirical. They turn for home. The leader by 8 lengths is Cody. Racing in second, Gamby's Tar Baby. Empirical out there third. It's Cody, the leader by 9 lengths, racing second. Gamby's Tar Baby with Empirical, but it's Cody in front. Fields on the turn. They're off. Along the inside, that's Esbo for the early lead. Coming away second as they race to the turn. Arm Bandit on the outside. Call Me Sailor moves up third. Crabtree Girl protects the rail fourth. Racing in fifth as they go over to the quarter is Wellack. They turn into the stretch the first time on the front end. The leader is Espo. The challenger second as they go by the stands the first time. That's Arm Bandit racing in third position by the stands on the rail. Comes Crabtree Girl racing in fourth position now to the half-mile pole is Call Me Sailor. Moving up fifth on the outside of Horses Round the turn, Sid Sandman. Down along the rail, Wellack is sixth, racing in seventh position. Dusky Bread in eighth to the half-mile pole. That's Native Bill. The trailer is Prince Don Royal. They're three across now. Call Me Sailor under a heavy drive. Espo along the rail. They battle for the lead, racing in third as they go to the three-quarters on the rail. Crabtree Girl into the three-quarters. They go on the front end. The leader as they go to the turn is Espo. Racing in second position round the turn. That's Sid Sandman. Off stride on the turn was Wellack. They turn for home on the front end. Moving up to get that lead is Sid Sandman. He just draws out now by about 4 lengths. Racing in second is Espo. In third through the lane comes Native Bill. It's Sid Sandman, the leader. Native Bill second. Off the turn. They're off. Along the inside for the lead goes Idlewild's Tiffany. Quickly up now to challenge and get control is Lovin' Rainbow. Muriel's Gal comes on, and it's Muriel's Gal that takes the lead. Lovin' Rainbow is second. Idlewild's Tiffany is third and moves up on the outside. Racing in fourth as they go to the quarter. That's Simply Red. The leader by a length and a half as they go by the quarter in 28 and 4 is Muriel's Gal. Lovin' Rainbow is second. Racing third as they go to the 3/8 pole comes Idlewild's Tiffany. A gap to fourth. Finds Simply Red in fifth position to the half mile is Proudfoot Laurie Ferris Hustle sixth. Razor's Bunny is seventh. Racing in eighth. Fly First Class Unnoticed is ninth and last. The half mile, 58 and a fifth. On the front end, Muriel's Gal leads a length, racing in second to the 3/4 mile pole. That's Lovin' Rainbow by 3 lengths. Idlewild's Tiffany is third. Along the rail, fourth, Simply Red. Final 3/8 of a mile on the front end, staying out there, Muriel's Gal. It's Muriel's Gal, the leader a length, racing second, Lovin' Rainbow. They go by the 3/4 mile pole, 127 and 3. Muriel's Gal leads, Lovin' Rainbow out for the drive. In the lane, that's Lovin' Rainbow now getting the lead. Muriel's Gal racing second. In third through the lane comes Proudfoot Laurie with Ferris Hustle on the outside. Lovin' Rainbow in front. Fields off the turn. They're off. That's 4D for the early lead. Coming away second on the outside Midnight Sunrise down along the rail, racing in third round the turn. Goes Air Action with Red Roan. On the front end, Midnight Sunrise gets that lead. Racing in second, 4D Red Roan comes on with an early move third. Racing in fourth by the stands the first time comes Air Action in fifth position to the 3/8 pole. Goes Magic Moose, the leader is Midnight Sunrise, Red Roan alongside second, 4D trotting third, racing in fourth. That's Air Action, Magic Moose is fifth, trotting in sixth to the half-mile pole. East Ridge Star trailing the field, Heather McLennan. The leader, Midnight Sunrise, 3/4 of a length on the outside. Red Roan trotting second, racing in third. That's 4D. They go to the 3/4. Midnight Sunrise has had the best of it and still does. Red Roan racing second, 4D trotting third, in fourth. The Magic Moose racing in fifth is Air Action in sixth as they go to the 3/4. That's East Ridge Star. They go to the 3/4 mile pole. Staying out there, Midnight Sunrise trotting second. Red Roan racing in third. 4D, they turn for home on the front end with a short lead. Midnight Sunrise closing ground on the outside is Red Roan. 4D comes right up the rail. That's 4D moving through to get the lead. Midnight Sunrise and Red Roan. It's 4D leading. They're off. That's Ideally High for the early lead. Now driving out is Zirkel Togan, and Zirkel Togan takes the early lead. Racing in second as they go round the turn. That's Bad Claim, and opening up a 5-length lead now is Zirkel Togan. Racing in second, Bad Claim in third as they go down to the 1/4 mile pole. That's Hoppity Hooper with Ideally High and Grandy's Mohawker. The 1/4 28 seconds. Zirkel Togan opens up a 6-length lead. Racing in second is Bad Claim in third position. Hoppity Hooper in fourth. Comes Foxy Favorite racing in fifth. Ideally High. Grandy's Mohawker is sixth. Racing seventh. That's Cruising Victory in eighth position round the turn. Shushin Dancer, Salvation Sister. And off stride there was Hoppity Hooper. They go over to the 3/4. Zirkel Togan has opened up an 8-length lead. Racing in second position on the back stretch. Bad Claim on the outside. Foxy Favorite coming on third. Moving up fourth now as they go to the 3/4. Ideally High. Grandy's Mohawker is fifth. Down along the rail, sixth to the corner. That's Salvation Sister at Zirkel Togan opening up an 8-length lead. Racing in second, Ideally High. Foxy Favorite is third. They're in the lane. Zirkel Togan leads by 10 lengths. Racing in second, Ideally High. Grandy's Mohawker comes on third. On the front end, Zirkel Togan the leader by 12 lengths. It's Zirkel Togan in front. Foxy Favorite and Ideally High.